Okay, so hey, so I just want to do a quick video about insecurity in women, um, just because it's on my mind. So I want to point out some signs that you're insecure as an adult woman. Number one is being focused on your looks a lot. So if you're super focused on like getting plastic surgery and you think that you're going to age out of being desired as a woman, you age out by 25, and so you need to get all this plastic surgery to compete in the sexual marketplace. Sorry, but you're insecure. That's an insecure thing. Healthy women don't give a single flying fuck about this. They're beautiful because they want to be and because it feels good to them, not because they want to compete for a man's attention. Being super image focused because you want to feel valued is a sign of insecurity. It's not healthy, and it's not what healthy women do. Healthy women are beautiful because they're healthy, because they take care of their bodies, they take care of their minds, they take care of their spirits, and that glow naturally exudes from them. Healthy women don't have that mindset that, well, I need to be beautiful to compete, and I need to compete with other women because other women are my competition, and once I turn 25, my value goes down. That's just not the case. Anyone who's ever known a man knows that they love all kinds of women of all ages, all kinds of healthy women of all ages. I'll underline that, but my mom is still getting hit on in her mid-60s. Okay, so just keep that in mind. The value of attention that I've gotten has only actually increased since I've gotten older. I get a lot more high quality men hitting on me in a lot more quantities now. I'm in my 30s, so this like myth that you kind of start to lose value at 25, so you need to like compete and get all these plastic surgeries and spend all your money on your appearance is kind of bullshit. My experience has been nothing but the opposite. I actually had the experience of being in my 20s. I had a lot of really shitty male attention. Like, I had a lot of predators after me in my late teens, mid 20s. And that wasn't just because I was a stripper. It was because I was obviously naive. And men, you might get more attention from predators when you're in your early 20s. You'll never stop losing attention from good men as long as you're a healthy woman who takes care of herself. You are into femininity content, and this is just like, if you are into femininity content, you are insecure because you don't know anything about femininity and you haven't defined it for yourself yet. So you're looking to somebody else to tell you how to be feminine and how to be a woman and how to get what you want, when what you really need to be doing is finding out who you are through life experience. So you need to get off the internet and you need to go out and get real life experience. That means go get a job. That means go paint some pictures and go to an art show and say, oh, I'm an artist, to whoever you meet. Whatever you need to do to get the hell out of your house and go meet people and have some adventures and start really getting deep and gritty into the real life experience is what you need to be doing, because that's how you find yourself. You're not going to find yourself through watching YouTube femininity content. You need to stop that because it's making you mentally ill. You're emotionally immature and stunted. This is kind of the underlying thing about all of it, but I see a lot of young women today who are extremely emotionally immature, and their growth is stunted. So they think they're a bad bitch, but they're actually like a really sad bitch. And it's kind of pathetic to watch. So you'll see these women, they get really argumentative, they get really like self-defensive. It's just kind of embarrassing. They'll get really shitty, sloppy drunk on the weekends. And I used to be this girl, so I know what I'm talking about here, okay? But they're basically ruled by their emotions, and they have no control over that. They have no there's no inner compass that's really guiding them. What they're doing is they're kind of led by their triggers and their traumas and their ego. So, if somebody insults them, they're like, let's go, bitch, and let's go fight, They're like, make them their mortal enemy. You know what I'm talking about. It's junior high shit that you should have gotten over in junior high that you're still bringing into adulthood now. Get over it. It's time to grow up. Okay, you're 22. It's time to grow up, babe. And I saw this a lot in the strip club, and it's really easy to recognize today. It's really shocking to me. Like, a lot of young women today really do act like strippers. They act like the girls in the ghetto ass clubs that I worked at. And that's, we're all in a healing process, where like emotional maturity is not taught in school. So give yourself some grace if this is you. I'm being judgmental right now because I'm sick of it, but you do need to give yourself some grace. Like, if you're an emotionally immature person and your emotional growth is stunted, it's something you're going to have to work on, and it's going to take you a long time, but you will become emotionally mature if you want to. So, next one. You're a feminist. Sorry, but feminism is not being a mature woman. Feminism is unfortunately also emotional immaturity. It's being ruled by your trauma, being ruled by your triggers, and being ruled by your hatred of men. That's not healthy. You don't have a realistic view of men if you're a feminist, and you think like the male gaze is a thing and that healthy men are all deeply sexist. You don't believe in healthy men, or you're like concentrated on all the unhealthy men in the world. So I hate to say it, but there are a lot of unhealthy women in the world too. And we need to admit to that. We need to admit to the fact that women are just as bad as men in many cases. And I'm not saying that women have oppressed men for thousands of years. No, that hasn't been the thing. However, in this society today, the patriarchy is crumbling. And as it's crumbling, we're seeing a rise of women. And women have a responsibility to heal the wounds that the patriarchy has instilled in them. So go do that, get over the feminist thing, and learn how to spot healthy men and how to get healthy men in your life. You have shallow boyfriends. This is another one. So your boyfriends are all, and just be something like when you're in your 20s, you're just kind of having fun. So you're like dating guys that are hot, and you're like, oh, you're hot, but you don't really care, about anything else. That's okay. I've been there. But make sure you're not like letting him nut in you so you don't like have kids with him. Because if you don't really, really deeply love him as a person, it would be like a short-term kind of thing, just don't get into anything serious, super serious with somebody that you don't know really well and who you don't really deeply love as a person. Next is you have no idea who you are or what you want. So this one is pretty common, I think, because it takes life experience to know who you are and what you want, and it takes like a really, really strong person to know who you are and what you want. And that does come from experience, and it comes from being able to learn what is not wanted in your life. So that comes from having kind of shitty life experiences. So I don't know if you've noticed, but people who have shitty life experiences and who have healed from them really, really know who they are and really, really know what they want after healing from those life experiences. So take note of that and use your shitty life experiences to define who you are and what you want. If you haven't had any real life experience, go out and get something. Like I said earlier, go out and do real life. Don't sit around on the internet and think that that's real life, because it's not. Okay, the next one is you keep men guessing rather than communicating. So you're not actually communicating with your words, and you're a big girl verbiage. You are using guessing games. You're playing hints. You're like, he needs to know exactly what I want. He needs to be able to read my mind. No, that's not how healthy relationships work. That's not how grown-ass men work. And that's definitely not how grown-ass women work. That's not how healthy people work. You need to use your words. You need to use your verbiage, and you need to communicate. Learn how to communicate. You think you're a boss bitch. This is the next one. You think you're a boss bitch, but you've never been humbled. Life has never humbled you. So what I mean by this is, like, you think you're hot shit. You think that you own the world. Maybe you're young and you think because you're young you have it all. That is definitely not the case. I mean, you may have a lot of predators after you, but you definitely don't have wisdom. You definitely don't have life experience. And what happens when you don't have life experience but you think you're a boss bitch is you start telling people, giving people advice, and we see this all the time, and with like gurus who are in their 20s trying to give people advice when they have no receipts. You have no receipts to back anything up. So you don't have any life experience, and yet you think you're a boss. You are no boss. You are a child. Until you've hit your Saturn return, until you've been humbled by life, and until you have actual life experience, you have no claim to boss bitchery. Last one is that you are putting on a show to be liked. And I go into this in my performing femininity video that I just did. I will link it here or there. I'm not sure. but I will link it somewhere in this video. Go watch that video. If you are putting on a show to be liked, that means you're deeply, deeply insecure and you need to find out who you are. Again, I go into that in that video, and I did give you some hints about how to go find out who you are in this video. It's not hard. It's a simple process. All you have to do is get off your ass and go live life. So that's my pep talk for today. I love you. I hope you're having a great day. My coaching comes available in May. If you want a pep talk, you want me in your pocket giving you a pep talk, telling you to step your ass up and stop being an insecure bitch, I'm here. I will be here. And hit me up. I have DMs, I have email, I have a Calendly app where you can schedule an appointment that's free, and we will do a pre-interview to see if we're a good fit. Their interview is really nice. I'm a really nice coach, but I am very firm. So I'm not going to, I'm not going to bully you. But what I am going to do is I'm going to loving you guide you back to yourself. That's how my coaching works. So hit me up if that sounds like something that you are interested in. Have a great day. Mwah. Bye.